YouTube, it's Sunday and I'm going to do the video I finally told you guys I was going to do on Tuesday but didn't end up doing because I did the vlog and I did a couple of other things during the week. I'm finally going to read you the paper that I wrote on why YouTube is not a distraction, so hopefully you'll like that. And I am going to get my grade back for it hopefully on Tuesday, so we'll see how it actually went over with my teacher. Distraction is defined by Oxford dictionaries as a thing that prevents someone from concentrating on something else, a diversion or recreation, or an extreme agitation of the mind. And most people put YouTube in that category. Let's face it, YouTube has a reputation for being the place where you go to find cat videos, dogs on skateboards, and a variety of different music. But I disagree that YouTube is a distraction. Lots of things have fun elements about them while not being considered a detractor to the betterment of interpersonal relationships or education. YouTube is not a distraction because it's a place to learn, a place for charity, and a place for a sense of community. A place for learning in the modern world is online, and YouTube has established many educational resources for those who wish to learn. Education is not a recreational activity, though it is taken about as seriously as one to some members of our society. While some people learn better in schools, some people learn better on YouTube. Khan Academy is a YouTube channel completely dedicated to helping people learn academic subjects. Khan Academy just hit the tip of the iceberg, and people really respond to it. It's a fresh environment where people can skip over the parts they know or repeat the parts they don't without the fear of being judged. The Vlogbrothers, an influential YouTube content creator, just launched two purely educational channels, SciShow and Crash Course, that teach science and history. The Vlogbrothers' main audience is teenage girls who might not be interested in something like that. By putting it in a familiar environment with users that people like, instead of being a distraction, it can actually be quite the opposite. Somewhere where people are more focused and more determined to learn what they want to learn. Most people would consider volunteering and charitable work and donation as something that gives life meaning. While some consider YouTube a waste of time or a distraction, most people don't know it sponsors the Weekend of Giving. The Weekend of Giving is called the Project for Awesome. And if one considers that a distraction from things that could have been better spent elsewhere, think about this for 1 second. Is it a distraction to go see someone pitch you a charity? Is it a distraction to cut your hair for locks of love? Is it a distraction to buy Help AIDS, Japan, Haiti, etc., merchandise so that someone else might lead a better life? If one answers any one of those questions with no, then you've already proven my point about Project for Awesome. People make videos about their favorite charities or causes. These videos are entitled Project for Awesome, insert current year here, insert charity or cause here. And the formula is simple. Some people offer incentives for more comments or likes. Some of these activists sell something to give all the proceeds that they earn for that to charity. For the entire weekend, there's a live show with YouTube celebrities who get people to comment en masse on some of these videos. Each comment on one of those videos gets 1 cent from YouTube. People also donate larger sums of money to the organization's page. I can tell you personally what it feels like to be a part of that. For those 2 days in December, I spent as much time as I could with my butt in a chair, my fingers on a keyboard, typing those comments. During those 2 days, as you might expect from someone who probably logged over 1,000 comments, YouTube thought I was a spam bot after a while. If one is unfamiliar with the term spam bot, it means that YouTube thought since I logged so many comments in such a short amount of time that I was a computer generating them for money for someone's personal gain, and in order to make sure I was human, would require me to put in a CAPTCHA code, some of which are notoriously hard to read, and I have bad eyes. For quite a bit after that, YouTube still didn't quite trust me, but instead of making me angry, it actually made me a little proud. According to the website, Project for Awesome raised over $71,000, and that was only the stuff raised through the donations of either comments on those videos or direct deposit to the website, projectforawesome.com. To be clear, that's just one weekend. Oftentimes, YouTubers will highlight their favorite charities the other 363 days of the year. Now, as one would probably assume, ideas like this require as well as foster a sense of community, and that's exactly what YouTube does. Interpersonal relationships lay the foundation for beliefs and give some life meaning. Otherwise, we are completely isolated in this world. We wouldn't have anything if we didn't rely on others and like each other. Many people build communities, which is a good thing. To have those people that you know are going to accept you for who you are is a very deep connection to someone else in the world. Most of us don't get beyond the walls of our city, but the internet is changing that. That's because we all have this window in which to peer into the lives of others. For many people, the YouTube community is somewhere where they can be accepted and have that window. They find that the videos and the content creators are things and people that they can relate to. By finding that, it can change someone's life. Communities help foster people, and if someone can't talk about something with people they know in real life, people around the globe can sometimes be a better option. But with a YouTube community and building up friends there, if one talks to them, is that a distraction? I'd say definitely not. The community surrounding the Vlogbrothers, John and Hank Green, is called Nerd Fighters, and people identify so much with that. People want to create books, and there have been YouTube documentaries about this specific community. It's not something that everyone is. Just like clubs fosters people's self-esteem in the real world, watching someone's video and being their fan is a very specific club. Those YouTube communities are sometimes the only things people have, and they build real friendships in the real world. In fact, I went to Austin for an event with the Vlogbrothers and met several people who were just like me. They liked these people, and they liked what John and Hank had to say. And that day, I got no less than 15 comments on a shirt that maybe would have gotten one comment by someone brave enough to approach me at school. And that seems like such a simple thing, but it really isn't. I wear that shirt because I like Doctor Who. But when people in my geographically inclined school don't want to talk, what am I supposed to do? These people let go of the inhibitions and social constructs distracting them from interpersonal relationships and just said something. Now, I'll give credit where credit is due. Oftentimes, going to YouTube, if one just looks into the sea of videos, they'll get distractions and that bright lights and not a lot of content for their 4 or more minutes. But not even having good and memorable content that is either educational or charitable does not mean the community aspect does not apply. There are plenty of YouTube channels that just based on the daily comings and goings of people, and that is a big, big deal. No matter who someone is on YouTube, they are part of a larger community. That's what it's about. That, in turn, feeds the community to want to make those educational and charitable videos because there's a market for it. There's someone to share it with. I subscribe to the very basic belief that no one is ever truly alone. One can want to be lonely, and one can want not to have people around all one likes, but if someone has something as simple as an internet connection, they are never really alone. People will always have someone around to care. There is someone to care that I know the right stuff about science and math and Operation Beautiful and This Star Won't Go Out Foundation because they care about that stuff. YouTube is not just a place for funny cat videos that make no sense. It's also a place where wondrous things happen. It's a place for people to educate themselves who might not otherwise had the chance in another setting. It's a great place to find out what awesome charities are out there and make some money for them. And it's a place where people feel like they can be their true selves. They can decide to let go of all those distracting things that people say about how it's not polite to go up and talk to someone based on their shirt. YouTube is not just about dogs on skateboards. It's about great lives merging together with a medium that so many can understand. Thanks for listening to me talk about why YouTube isn't a distraction. Now, if you really liked this video, please give it a like over there. Subscribe if you're new, comment down below. Links will be in the doobly-doo. And I will see you tomorrow, Monday. And I hope you guys had a great day. I really liked filming this video, even though it was really long and I got stumbled up and tripped up on words. But that's what happens. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye, guys. Khan Academy is a YouTube channel that is completely dedicated to helping people learn the academic subjects. Khan Academy